The House overwhelmingly passed a law which classified lynching as a federal hate crime. But there were 4 members of the House who voted against classifying lynching as a federal hate crime. Yes, that is the reality. More on this from the Hill. The Emmett Till Antilynching Act, which passed on a 410-4 vote, was introduced by Representative Bobby Rush. It is named after Emmett Till, a 14-year-old African-American boy who was lynched in 1955 in Mississippi. Independent Representative Justin Amash and GOP Representatives Louis Gohmert, Thomas Massie, and Ted Yoho of Florida voted against the bill. Representative Thomas Massie, he gave an explanation on this to a local paper there. The Republican from Kentucky's 4th District said he voted against HR 35 because adding enhanced penalties for hate crimes tends to endanger other liberties such as freedom of speech. Sure, the Constitution specifies only a handful of federal crimes and leaves the rest to individual states to prosecute, Massie said in a statement through his office. In addition, this bill expands current federal hate crime laws. A crime is a crime, and all victims deserve equal justice. And another statement from one of those 4, HR 35 bans activities that are already illegal under federal law, and it's based on the unconstitutional federalization of criminal punishment, which is a threat to civil liberties and civil rights, particularly for people of color, Amash said in the first of 13 tweets. He had 13 tweets to say absolutely nothing at all in justifying this horrific vote. So they're trying to say states' rights, they're trying to say, oh, it's actually endangering Black Americans. Please, please, it's a dog whistle for everyone who's voting for you in your district.
Okay, so I saw the number of tweets from Justin Amash because I was like, somebody must say something. He went to this, went to the back, he kept going.
13.
I like the double-sided printing.
Yeah, Mother Earth. So when he goes through all the things, basically the main thing is it's unnecessary. We've already got that. But we're a big country on crime deterrence. Let's make sure that people know for sure this isn't gonna work out this way. And then, or this is only gonna add a little bit more to already existing crime legislation. And he mentioned the death penalty. And if we're gonna be against the death penalty, then we can't add things onto this because someone decides to take part in a hate crime. So this is, if nothing else, at least the bill will be attempting to really put a stamp on way the American legislation, which along with legislators, along with the public, sees things like this. We have other hate crime laws. Were we against those? So this particular one, which has been a historic thing that has happened in this country, is somehow might ruffle a few feathers or might endanger the victims, potential victims of these types of crimes. It's, again, if you go for this many tweets, just go through, you assume enough people are gonna go, okay, that's his stance, I hear you, I see it. And thanks for the detailed response, Justin. That really didn't get to the heart of why this is actually harmful. You can just say it'll be harmful because the feds are gonna come after you rather than the states. Well, the states come up short all the time. And our judicial system always sells things short to people that look like the victims of these types of crimes. So we need some extra added protections because those things have always been peeled back or overlooked or ignored throughout our history. We need something else. Or something more. We know it's there, but we need something more, that's all.
Well, yeah, well, first of all, you raised the question, do we oppose those other hate crimes laws? And don't take my word for this. Those 4 individuals, I'm gonna guess, do oppose those other hate crimes laws, if I had to guess. And there was a quote that you read, I think this was from Thomas Massie, where he says, a crime is a crime and all victims deserve equal justice. And have they gotten it?
Yep.
Ever in America? Anywhere really, but in particularly in some areas, have they gotten it? And will they get it if the federal government just says, hey, you guys got it, your sheriffs are cool and your local governments really care about everyone equally and your governors definitely would never target certain communities. Like, no, but he knows that. He knows why the federal government has had to step in because they refuse to do the right thing decade after decade after decade after decade. He knows that and he doesn't care. I'm pretty sure murder is already illegal under federal law. Sure.
I heard it is.
I heard it is, right? On many sources tell me that murder is illegal, but yet they still pass anti-terrorism and murder through terrorism laws. How many laws have they been in favor when it comes to anti-Islamic terrorism? I'm sure they would pass 200,000 anti-Islamic terrorism laws if they actually wanted to and not see it as redundant whatsoever. But when it comes to terrorism towards Black people, that's what lynching is. No, that's redundant.
Let's keep it real. I mean, I'm gonna speculate here, this is not a fact. I get a feeling they don't want to ruffle any feathers of any of their constituents, whether they like to commit these crimes or not, but they want to be on record. Because by the way, it was what, 410? 410 to 4 is the vote. And they knew this would pass. So you need to make sure you're on record. I'm only be one of 4. And make sure people in my district know that I'm against this, but I'm gonna give the people who are gonna criticize me these other reasons why I've been against this.
Oh, of course, votes are always, there's always the meaning they say for questionable votes in press releases, but there's always the latent meaning as well. Yeah. I mean, it was the whole, I hate to bring this up, but the whole present vote with impeachment for Tulsi Gabbard, where she said it was all about protecting the integrity of blah, 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 right? But it was really just to make sure that she was still in the good graces of the right and the Trump administration and get herself a cushy job at Blaze TV.
Well, I will just say about these 4. I'll leave that to you. I will say on these 4. So sort of to your point of the reason that you say, and then the real reason, we're laying out that there are 2 hypotheticals: the possibility that these 4 are racists or know that they represent racists, or more likely both. That's one. The other is they have an ideological and philosophical disagreement about overreach of the federal government when it comes to states' rights in this area. And it's just a philosophical stance. They think the state should be in charge of it and all that. So the philosophical thing, it's the racist or the philosophical thing. When Louis Gohmert's on your side, which of those 2 do you think it is, honestly? Do you think he's a scholar? Is he a theologian? Is he a philosopher? Is he an academic? No, he's a stupid racist.
Yeah, this is pretty damn
really
racist.
Fast. The other 3, when they saw that Louis was gonna vote with him, must have been like, God damn.
See, we were
You're giving the game away, Louis. Go away, Louis.
To couch this in founding fathers, constitutional law, blah blah blah. I'm gonna say blah 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 this entire show. Yeah, Louis just he gave it away for them.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, Jayar. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.